sister. So, you have a twin sister. If you will not turn to the dark side, then perhaps she will.
The final showdown between Vader and Luke is among my favorite scenes in Star Wars, and I would argue it contains the best lightsaber duel in the entire series. A bold claim, as there are several standouts, so today we'll be taking a closer look at their confrontation to try and formulate an answer as to why. As in, why not subscribe to Alpaca Thunder Productions and be part of the digital revolution?
Wow.
Recently remastered and restored, these enhanced alpacas will take you closer to the action. Feel the sounds. You've never experienced movie critique like this before. Ay caramba! Traverse through the alpaca ranch with brand new audio commentary and never before scenes. It's the definitive way to experience your movie needs. Alpaca Thunder Productions. We have the high ground.
Do it.
In order to explain why this encounter works, we first need to rewind the tape back to their initial family reunion in The Empire Strikes Back. The duel in Cloud City, while powerful on its own, is really there to help build up their second encounter during the Return of the Jedi, and there's two ingredients we can identify that adheres to this goal. The first being that Luke is still in training during the Bespin fight. Heck, even Darth Vader calls him out on this, which communicates to the viewer that this fight has been primed to shoot our protagonists down to their lowest point. And this is important because in order to have a successful hero's journey with a satisfying resolution, we're going to need Luke to learn from his mistakes. The second is a bit more subtle, and it has to do with certain details you can pick up throughout the sequence. In Vader's body language, for example, we can see the vast difference in mastery between the seasoned veteran and the Padawan. Vader is calm. He wields his lightsaber with a light touch, capable of parrying Luke's anxious swings with a single hand. Then fast forward to the end of the duel and we get a glimpse of Vader's true power. Gone is his patient and calculating movement, now replaced by frightening display of sharpened anger. The winner of this bout was never in question, so the majority of the emotions came from our fear and panic, further heightened by the eventual loss of a limb and an iconic plot twist. It's an amazing sequence, but as far as the duel goes, it was a foregone conclusion. With those details in mind, let's now go back to the duel that closed off the original saga. Luke, as we know, is now a Jedi and in control of his emotions. His approach is then from a position of equal status, which in turn tells the viewer that the upcoming duel will be conclusive. In short, there's history between the two that helps bolster the emotions going into this duel. This may seem simple enough, but it only really works because George Lucas was well aware how to build a narrative structure. And this is something that often goes awry in movies, including a certain sequel trilogy that chose style over having a proper roadmap for their story. And now the fine details. Because if we take what we identified during the Bespin fight and overlay them on top of the final duel, we get some visual symmetry. But in a similar vein, this and then helps us view both encounters as a continuous event, even if only subconsciously at first. Once again, the weight of history is established and the end result is a duel with real gravitas. In addition, the way the symmetry is employed helps us relate with the emotions Luke is facing as he's about to strike down his father. This moment of realization is all the more powerful because of the way it was composed as a reflection to the events that transpired in Bespin. So as Luke reaches his final emotional crossroad, we can picture his journey up to this point and feel the resolve in his actions as he tosses his lightsaber away. It feels natural, unforced, and a fitting way to end this hero's journey. At the end of the day, I must admit that this duel wouldn't be the same without the excellent encounter in Cloud City, but that just goes to show how thoughtful they were in crafting this trilogy. But if there's one thing, maybe two, that really helps elevate my fondness for this duel, it's this simple yet awe-inspiring shot, coupled with John Williams' hauntingly beautiful score aptly named The Final Duel.